Hello and welcome to this early access first look to the new Hay Forage DLC. So thanks to Ginats for the early access again. So in this video we're just going to take a look at a few pieces of the DLC, not everything, but more the equipment we're likely to see here in the UK. So not really the Alpine tractors and the equipment that goes with them. So we've got the 3 mergers, 2 bits of pottery equipment and 2 bits of crone equipment. The baler is there for test purposes for swath width. So starting with the pottery equipment, mainly that's what I now sell for the day job. We have the top 1403C 4-rotor rake, which looks to be very nicely detailed. We will be testing this out. We've got some hay over there and we've got some swaths of grass. Just to see what this does. And we've got the jumbo 8450 wagon. Again, lots of detail, especially in the axle area. Steered axles on there. Good advertising on the back. So these are 2 of the bigger bits of equipment. Really the biggest 2 bits of equipment in the DLC. That moves us on to the mergers. When I first saw a picture of these without looking too close, I wondered if the new pottery merger would be in it, but we've gone for the Ryzen ones instead. So we've got the single belt front mounted, the twin belt front mounted, which does left, right, or independent left and right, because this one just does left or right. Then we've got the bigger trialed merger. Again, we'll take a look at these. Just a quick look at each one, just really to see what size swath some of these leave, hence what the baler's there for. It's the standard in-game baler, no messing around with the pickup, so I just want to test it for that reason. We have the crone tedder hair, the Vendro 820 Highland, and the small crone Swadro S350 Highland. So it's got the front support wheel in there. So we're going to take a look at these first. Left a little bit of grass over that side there just to ted out. So nicely detailed again, as with all the new bits of kit coming through. A lot bigger track than required, so I'll unfold that and check the animations. All good there. We'll get the displays up on the screen, just to see if there's any sort of headland function on there, which there doesn't seem to be. Because that all relates to the tractor. So everything is connected in there. And it looks like all of the decals are the correct way up. Those that are wondering what I'm talking about, look back to the Massey baler when they first came out. So no issues in the working of this. So just once up and down with this one. just go up to the top because it looks like it's leaving quite a nice single size width there. It's a small merger. Or the single row rake. So no issues with this in function. Testing out on Calmsden. So I'm sure several people will be happy to see the chromed header there. Helps I press the right button. Just move this right out of the way over this corner. Tab back down to one of these. We'll go for the chrome rake next, so we do both the chrome bits of equipment. Again, high levels of details, we'll unfold this. Get this back up again. So no functions in there for this one, like moving the swath curtain in and out. Doing a nice addition. Should leave a tighter swath if necessary. So to be fair, I was expecting the swath to be a bit patchy. It's not the widest of rakes. Wasn't the heaviest of grass crops on there either. No fertiliser or anything. Rake is functioning fine. So that's the two chrome bits. There is also chrome front mower as well. And we'll have a look at just the other bits in the shop when we get there. We'll be testing them in the video. So no issues with that one. So two down. Try going that way. So onto the mergers. We'll have a look at the smaller mergers to start with. So bring up the display, toggle work mode, it's left, right options. So just go up this one here. See how tight it makes them. Obviously the ideal use for these in real life is after rain on straw swaths, just to move them to new ground. No issues in the way that's functioning. So I'm not on GPS, so to excuse the random driving. So it could be used in grass crops with something like a trailed forager as well, or conventional baler, not an inline obviously. Something with a pickup off to the side. So that's one of them. Takes us on to the bigger merger. So this one will fire up the GPS for 7.7. There's no way it delivers a centre swath, for those that are wondering if it would do. Optima's more horsepower than it needs, but saves putting the weight on the back. So it's set for a right hand swath. Get the GPS set up and then we'll go for it. So you've got the options to go to both sides. Left and right there. Swaths don't look ridiculously wide. These are just swaths what are spun out from the in-game Pottinger triple mowers. So they are nicely detailed, all the balance springs. Just get out and have a look at. Hoses, hydraulic detail, oil cooler. All the details on the feeder there. The upper and lower feeding tines. Might be something that needs to go on the back of the tractor on the road, as we can see. I don't think gives you very good frontal visibility somehow. It's a bet on a reverse drive tractor. Just leaves us the trailed one now. Set for middle at the moment. So let's just have a look here. Now relating to the tractor again. Always worth checking that one. Again, I'll set this up with GPS. 9 meters. A nicely detailed one. So where these come into their own is stony ground. High forward speed. Good size swath. Should be fine for the baler. And then we've got our left and right. So that's obviously going to affect the working width. What I'm going to do is turn around and turn back on ourselves here. Just check what the GPS does. It shrinks it to 7.57. Should be interesting. Let's see where it drives to. See what it does if we come back up the field again. Always had a few issues with the in-game Coon merger with GPS. Turn back on ourselves, see what happens to the swath. That's kind of what I was thinking was going to happen. But it's a nice tight one, so hopefully that big case baler will go up there alright. Very big through this middle bit. I struggle there because there's pretty much 3 widths in one. So putting 15 or so meters of hay into one swath there. And Puma on 240 with this one. Trying to remember which track do I put on which implement. So no issues with the functioning of that one either. That takes us on to the Porringer bits. There we go. These are the biggest 2 bits in the DLC, as already said. Now, the real ones, these have some interesting features. So I'll do a quick test with this as well. Can move them in and out, as you can see. The lower one refers to the tractor. Got the part of your frontal support wheel on there as well. When we get to this top end, we're just going to try something. See how far they've gone with the animation on this. It's the real machine that can actually move the arms in and out to cater for corners. Which I thought was going a bit far for the in-game one here. Certainly a nice rake. Nice to have a different 4-rotor rake in the game. Now we just find that one. So I'm going to guess we've got movable flap on the top there. Drawbar adjustment as well. Try this out. So the pickup width seems to be fairly good. More than enough horsepower. Be surprised if it wasn't with this Optum. We won't go into that one. Detailed in the pickup area, everything there. You'll see the bed chains creeping along as well. All we're going to do now is to test out the swath widths. Just a standard in-game baler. I've not interfered with the pickup widths of it. tractor has been interfered with horsepower wise. That's why it's handling things well. We'll go up for the biggest bales. There. And test on this biggest swath or windrow, depending where in the world you are. Right. I am gonna probably cheat a bit here. I've cheated before with balers by running them on combine GPS courses. It works rather well. At least that way we know it's locked onto the swath. And holding central. Now coming to that bigger bit. Where it might have an issue. It's got that as well. So no issues with the merge if you put two into one. Running right. There has been problems in the past with certain mods and swath widths. So it's important just to test that one. So quick look in the shop here. We'll do this the easy way. And forage pack. So we've got these Alpine tractors. We've got the Trac H75 with GPS and wheel and tire options. Might come into play on the people who play on the steeper maps for hillside mowing, that sort of thing. We've got the Trac twin wheel or standard wheel options. The MSI MAG271C, again nice little tractor, twin wheel standard, some are just standard, but Michelin gives you both options. The little Merely T8X platform vehicle, roof designs, wheel tires with or without front linkage. We've got a tipper for it and a wagon for it. We have the little sickle bar mower pedestrian one here. We've got the Tornado 306 mower and the 306 Plus. You can guess that the Plus is going to have a conditioner in the back of it. We've got the Krone Easy Cut Highland, so low profile mower. Decent width of 3.2 meters. We've got the Vendro 820, which again, as it comes, no options. The Swadro, see the horsepower requirement there of 30 and 65. The R3 needs 90 horsepower. The R7 160, gives you 7 meters. No options on them. And we've got wheel and tire options on the R9 Profi, which needs 130 horsepower. So So Trelleborg, BKT, Radarstein options. The Pottinger top. So we got the front wheels, yes or no. Swath curtain, yes or no in the back there. Spare wheel, yes or no. And then we've got the various wheel and tire options via Radarstein or BKT on there. And finally we have the jumbo wagon. So pickup, yes or no, so we have it just as the trailer version. Trelleborg, Michelin, give you wide or standard. BKT, Radarstein, back to Trelleborg. Billboard, yes or no. Cover, yes or no. Additive tank on the front corner, yes or no. So there we are, that is the Hay Forage DLC. So it depends what you're looking for as to whether it's of interest to you or not. I'll be using 1 or 2 bits out of it, but there are some nicely detailed mods in there. But the choice is yours on that one. But for now, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.